Streaming and VTubing is a great way to meet others and build community. Honestly, it's really helped me connect to society at large due to being chronically ill and needing to stay inside. You find tons of people who are excited about what you're doing, who love watching you play games, and more. But with this, there is also the potential trouble with folks not really addressing boundaries and getting into some sticky situations. So today, we're going to talk about setting boundaries in the VTubing space. Hey there, my name is Lumi, and I'm a virtual content creator and VTuber, and I've been in the streaming sphere for about 5 years. I have only recently gotten back into streaming. In all my time streaming, I've met some very interesting people in the community space. A lot of folks who are extremely welcoming, kind, and very wholesome. It makes me appreciate the way that they interact with me and the kind of rapport we build. But that does not mean I haven't had my share of folks who have a harder time understanding the social boundaries and etiquette that there is implied to be with streaming and VTubing. In the beginning, I had a really hard time navigating situations where people were just weird to me. I didn't want to seem ungrateful for the support, but I was also super uncomfortable. Over time, I've learned to put my foot down and set my boundaries and keep my peace. I still struggle with this concept, but it gets easier over time, and I think a little guidance can go a long way. So let's get into it. First, I want to talk about the concept of parasocial relationships. A parasocial relationship is characterized by a one-sided and unreciprocated form of relationship felt by a fan or follower of a person or figure, in which the fan or follower comes to feel that they know that person as a friend or more. This is something that happens a lot with VTubers, and it is important to distinguish. You will often meet folks who see your VTubing content and push themselves as being your friend. And unless you have had previous mutual interactions and you also view them as a friend and have explicitly said so, this is important to curb, lest you start to have some very uncomfortable interactions. All that is to say, keep the idea of parasocial relationships in your mind when you interact with some folks, for yourself and for others. So I want to talk about some boundaries you can set for yourself. Each and every one of us is different, and our boundaries are going to be different too, so I can't give you exact boundaries to use, but I can offer some gentle reminders on things to keep in mind when thinking of your own boundaries. First up, your peace is non-negotiable. Regardless of why you started VTubing, it is important that you stay having fun with this hobby or job, and that it is a place of excitement for you. There are already so many stressful things about streaming and setup. Adding the impending dread of having to deal with someone who makes you uncomfortable while you stream sucks. And it's draining. Keep your peace and block liberally if you must. Don't force yourself to deal with folks who disturb your harmony. Next up, you are allowed to change your mind. Sometimes when we get into this hobby, we want to network and collab and meet new folks, and folks want to interact with us, and it's a lot. And sometimes you might not vibe well with someone's energy, their brand, or their style. Whatever it is, it's okay if it doesn't work for you, and you can say never mind. You can politely back out and excuse yourself if you need to. Be respectful of people's time and energy, but also respect your own. Find some balance. Lastly, it's okay to say no. I feel like this is a big one to deal with. I think as a society, we have this weird aversion to the idea of saying no to people, and I think we need to learn to get over that. But let's start small. Saying no as a VTuber is really important. It protects your peace and allows you to firmly stop further interaction. Things like, thank you for the offer, but I can't. Thank you for thinking of me. Or, I don't really have the bandwidth for this, but I appreciate the thought. Are perfectly good and respectful ways of saying no. There are plenty of ways to say no that are kind and polite, but you don't really need a reason to say no. No is a full sentence. Boundaries are necessary and okay for you to have. It's okay to have your own personal space and privacy, especially as a VTuber. Listen to your gut, and if something does not feel right, it's okay to change your mind. Saying no is an okay thing to do to protect yourself and your calm. Respect your time, respect your emotions, and also respect others. And don't be afraid to speak up if someone crosses your boundaries. It's okay to tell them. Please keep yourself safe. So, that's all for today's video. If you learned something, or just like listening to me yap, let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you kittens later. Bye!